What's up, YouTube? So I'm back at y'all with another video. So today I want to talk about Kirk Franklin. Now, some of y'all may have heard that Kirk Franklin has recently met his biological father. The man who he thought was his biological father was not. The reason I want to talk about this is because this is not an isolated incident. This is an issue that I see, not just in the black community, but, especially in America in general. But in this case, I want to talk about the black community because for me, I guess because I'm black, I see it more often. This reminds me of Tupac when he found out that his father was actually still alive. Some of you may have heard the song Dear Mama, where he had the lyric that said, what did it say? How can I remember it? When my dad died, I couldn't shed a tear because my anger wouldn't let me feel for a stranger, or something along that lines. I haven't heard the song in a long time, but anybody old enough, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But it come to find out that, his father was still alive. In fact, his dad was living, if I can remember correctly, his dad was living less than a mile away from where he was actually growing up. So his mother was having issues with his father. So, it's one of those things where the mother is keeping the child away from the father and that kind of stuff. And, the father, he's trying to see his son, but the mother's making it difficult. She's playing all these different games. And, that's a typical thing that goes on in, certain households. You know what I'm talking about. Now, Tupac's original name was Lasan Parrish Crooks. Afani changed his name. Now, my sneaky suspicion is that she may have changed it to make it more difficult for his father to find him. But that's just my own personal suspicion. There's really no facts behind that. But I want to play a little clip from Billy Garland, his biological father, just giving his side of the story. This clip comes from The Art of Dialogue. So here it goes.
In the Dear Mama documentary, it was mentioned that you were with Tupac at Jasmine Guy's house after he checked himself out of the hospital. Mm-hmm. What was that experience like?
It was cool. I was quiet, though, because he had all the outlaws around. The Fiend was in the next room. I wanted to talk to him, and she sat between me and him. To the life of me, I didn't understand what was going on. But hey, she's been on the scene. She got a right to sit next to her son. But when I look back on it, and I guess she just maybe wanted to know what I was going to say to him or what he was going to say to you, and found out later in life that, like I said, they had heated arguments to the day he died, that she did not tell him the truth about his father.
All right, now let me get into the real reason of why I'm making this video in the first place. I've noticed that you have a lot of black men and black women who walk around every day with a strong hatred or strong resentment for their fathers. And a lot of it is because when they were growing up, their mothers told them that their dad was a deadbeat dad. He was no good. But what they fail to realize is there's two sides to every story. Most likely she's giving her side of the story, or her version of the story, I should say. And most likely she's probably kind of twisting it to make it look like she's more of a victim. Now, I'm not saying that the father's not guilty. He may have done some things, but in most cases, the mother has also played a part in the demise of the relationship that she doesn't want to admit to. In the black community, mothers can do no wrong. So we tend not to question our mothers, but it seems to be socially acceptable to paint your father as the boogeyman. Now, you may have some black women that may feel like I'm attacking them, but I'm not, because this has just as much of a negative effect on black girls as it has on black boys.